So the first thing that happens is companies, when they finance, they anticipate a future interest rate in the ballpark or perhaps somewhat above the current rate. So if a company's borrowing and the interest rate goes from, the Federal Reserve jacks interest rates from 0.25% to 5.25%, that is a radical, 40x increase in the interest rate. And when that trickles down into the cost of financing and refinancing, it results in a ton of debt that would have been sustainable at 2 or 3 or 5% interest being totally not sustainable at 8 or 9 or 12% interest. The other thing that happens on a personal level is, you may not know this, but the bank does not actually have your money. So hopefully that's not new information. The bank does not have your money. The moment you deposit your money at a bank, the bank turns around and loans it to somebody. As soon as it becomes clear that the very first person at the very end of the chain is defaulting on the debt, let's say it's bank number 10. By bank 10 not paying bank 9 now does not have the money to pay bank 8. It means all of the banks up the food chain don't have that money. The FDIC only has a very small, something like 1% or 2%. Anyway, it's a very small percentage of cash reserves because the Federal Reserve presumes that the banks will not all fail at the same time. And the banks are all presuming that not everybody's going to need their money at the same time. So that is happening. The economy, the world economy, the U.S. economy is drowning in debt right now. I mean, just drowning in debt. There's, record high credit card defaults, record high, loan defaults. People are borrowing against 401ks right now. And all of this is happening when the experts, the talking heads are telling us we're not in a recession, which I think we're going to end up finding out that we actually are in a recession right now. Bitcoin is liquid, Bitcoin is available, and it's an asset that cannot be inflated away by the government, cannot be borrowed against as long as you're custodying it properly, and it will not be a victim of the debt default cascade